Welcome to Peake Life. I'm Amanda Jackson with the Chesapeake Public Library, and with me is Deputy Director Zach Elder. Zach, this is some ancient technology. I feel like it's a Friday night back in the early 90s and I'm going to Blockbuster. What is going on with all this stuff?
Sure. Well, all of these videos and embarrassing family memories are here to celebrate the new memory lab that's going to be happening at Central Library beginning in October. The Memory Lab is a full immersive digitization experience where we can teach folks from the public, our library customers, to digitize precious photos, scrapbooks, video, and anything that is precious to them. And so we teach you to do it, and then you'll be able to come into the lab and digitize things, and all of this is for free.
So when my mom sends me all of the boxes of middle school band performances on these VHS, so I don't have to if I don't want to because some of them are awful, but I can go to the Memory Lab anytime, or how does that work?
We'll have appointments, and folks will make them on our events calendar on ChesapeakeLibrary.org, and they'll be able to come in for a 3-hour session to learn how to use the equipment and leave with something that they've digitized. And so not only will you be able to digitize things, but because you might want to cut down, 12 of those tapes into one 6-minute clip, you can edit those things as well.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you can edit it. I am not good at any of that stuff. You know that I am not tech savvy in any way. How am I going to learn? What's that process?
We'll teach you one-on-one, and we'll take you through the software that we use. All of the hardware is already set up, and we'll take you through the process of recording the material in a digital format, editing, and then how to either save it to a cloud or perhaps another hard drive, or something like a video might be too large for a flash drive, for example. So you might want to save that to the cloud or to a reusable hard drive.
So this is all really, really cool. How did this come about? What started this?
Well, eons ago, back in 2019, we received a grant from the Memory Lab Network, and that was started at the DC Public Library, and it's administered by the Institute for Museum and Library Services. They provided this grant to build these memory labs across the country. So there are now about 20 at public libraries, some university libraries, some tribal libraries all across the country. We received our grant in February of 2020, and unfortunately COVID happened right after that. And so that's why we've been taking a little bit of extra time getting this put together to get the money dispersed to us. But we're really excited that it's opening now because we know that people spent the pandemic going through their precious memories and taking a lot of time to work on things.
So if I was doing scrapbooking or something like that, this would be a good time. And it's not at all of our libraries though, right?
It's at the Central Library. So you'll make an appointment on the event calendar for the Central Library at one of our assigned times. We have 4 per week right now at the moment. But once you get your training, we'll be able to open up the lab to you at other hours since you'll already be trained on the equipment. The beauty of this lab is that we're also going to have instruction throughout the months on different pieces of how to do things, and we're going to try to add additional formats as we go.
Okay, and this is not just about, and I've got to say, I adore these school pictures.
Yeah.
These are awesome.
I was adorable in 7th grade.
I have a ton of this stuff myself. So it's not just about the school memories or the VHS. It's also important documents.
That's right. All of these things, your scrapbooks to a will to anything that you want to keep. One of the reasons we received the grant is because Hampton Roads is a flood-prone and a hurricane-prone area, and every year we lose, families lose these memories to disaster or fire or just neglect. You can see my little hand turkeys are falling apart because they're old. I made that when I was like 5.
This is so adorable.
So to combat all of that, it's important that we treasure the physical items themselves, but it's also important to put these in a digital format as well.
Yeah, that's true, because my dad was a radio DJ growing up, and he's no longer with us. I have all these great little tapes that are him on the radio, and it means so much to me. It just brings me back. But those tapes deteriorate no matter how well you try to take care of them.
Exactly. With tapes, it's called a syndrome called sticky shed, where pieces of the tape actually fall apart and get stuck in the machine, and that destroys both the equipment and the tapes themselves. We're going to be hopeful. We're starting out adding VHS and VHS-C formats, and we also can do flat items as well. We have an oversized scanner. We're going to be adding cassettes and sound, and if you have a format that we don't yet have, get in touch with us at the Contact Us on our library website, and we will work on trying to add that format as well.
And this is important for documenting the history of our city as well, because we're a pretty young city, but we have a long history.
That's right. And one of the things that one of the great groups we're partnering with is our Norfolk County Historical Society. And they've already been a great help to us, and they're going to be able to use this equipment for projects as well.
This will be great. So it'll work not just for individuals, but it'll work for helping to be a time capsule for our entire community.
It really will. That's why I'm so excited about this project.
This is great. Thank you so much. So where can we get more information about this?
So ChesapeakeLibrary.org and the Memory Lab. But if you want to make an appointment, please go to our events calendar and select one of the appointments for Central Library.
And people will be there to help us, so we don't have to be nervous. If you don't know how to do this stuff, don't worry about it. There's going to be somebody to train you, and then you too will be able to digitize this phenomenal little turkey. It's so cute. What else do you have over there?
Oh, I have awkward high school pictures. I have a book I wrote when I was 9, I think, 8 or 9, that is definitely copyright infringement on Star Wars. And we have old yearbooks, all sorts of fun stuff.
Well, this is great. Thank you so much, Zach. Thank you for spending time with us today, and we hope that you'll join us again on Peake Life.